Hi, I'm Pepe Romero. I'm here visiting my friends at Guitar Salon, and I brought a new flamenco guitar of mine to show. So here it is. I'll play a little bit for you. This is a new flamenco guitar of mine. It has a western red cedar top, and it has East Indian rosewood back and sides. The major difference between my classicals and my flamencos is in the thicknessing of the woods, and then, well, the top is quite a bit thinner than usual. The braces are much lighter than usual, so it's made, the top is pumping even more than the classical. And the body, back and sides are also thinner, so everything is pretty thin on the flamencos. The fingerboard is thinner. Of course, there's a tap plate, and it's made to be a little more percussive.
And you had mentioned something about the fans.
Yeah, this has a 7 fan bracing. I'd say they're 7 reverse fans because they cluster towards the butt of the guitar and they fan out this way. And there's a very light treble bar. It's very thin. The braces are low and wide. They're cedar braces on a cedar top.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you feel it's like a lot more responsive than your normal guitars, or the response would be generally the same?
Similar response. It might be a little faster when you're playing Rascado and stuff, but my general philosophy is that when I build a classical guitar, I want you to be able to play flamenco on it, and when I build a flamenco guitar, I also want it to work for classical stuff. So you can play the flamenco, and then you can play. So you can do that. So you can dig in and get it gritty, or you can do whatever you want with it, but it's set low in flamenco.
In my mind, you do have a brass nut on it, I noticed. Is that typical of like everything you're doing now?
Yeah, I'm using a brass nut standard in all my guitars. I feel like it gives a more crisp edge to the note. It's a little more brilliant sound, and somehow better separation, better sustain. I think it definitely changes the sound from bone to brass, and I really like it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what are the dimensions on it? I mean, is it a 656?
This is a 650, 52 millimeter nut, just the standard size.
So this guitar is special?
This guitar is special. It's going to Paco de Lucia. I'm really excited about it. Paco was in town a couple weeks ago, played at Disney Hall in Los Angeles, and I had built this guitar wanting to show him a guitar of mine. He hadn't played one yet, and I was out of town, so my father went and met him at his concert and said, Paco, my son Pepe would love for you to see a guitar of his, and he would love to build a guitar for you. And here's a flamenco, and he wants you to play it, take it home and play it, at the hotel, and come back and tell him what you like, what you don't like, and if you are interested in a guitar, what you want different. And so Paco took it home, or to his hotel, and played it, and called my father the next day and said that he loves this guitar just the way it is. He says, don't change it, don't build me another one, I want that guitar. And he asked my father to bring it to Spain, to bring it to him. So next week my father will deliver it to Paco in Spain. And extremely exciting for me, and so we'll see how it goes over there, and I'm sure it'll be a learning experience for me. I'm really happy with this guitar, and I'm really happy that Paco likes it as well.
What elements did he say kind of struck him as this is a great guitar?
The first thing he had told my father was, I'm glad you brought the guitar. I thought this was you just doing your son a favor, and that the guitar would be just kind of average, and you were the proud father. And my dad said, well, of course I'm proud. And Paco said, but the guitar is extraordinary, and I'm so glad to see that it's a really serious instrument. And he loved the separation when he would dig in, and you can still hear nothing getting muddy. Everything's really clean and well defined. Lots of power. The trebles, when he goes up higher, bright and clean, and the basses are deep and low, and it has a really big range. And so he was excited. He thought it was a little different than anything he'd heard before.